Shawwal crescent moon is on the sky. Country celebrates Eid-ul-Fitr tomorrow. All set for main Eid Jamaat at National Eidgah at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. This time, a big Eid Jamaat will be held at Old Banicho Mela ground also at 8:30 a.m. Eid festival rally at 9 a.m. No room for sabotage in near empty Dhaka. Law enforcers ready to combat any situation, says Home Advisor after visiting National Eidgah. City dwellers busy with shopping till midnight, from wayside kiosks to shopping malls crowded with shoppers. Chief Advisor's China visit has become highly successful and fruitful. Bangladesh-China relations will be deeper in coming decades, says Chief Advisor's High Representative Dr. Khalilur Rahman. Different countries, including Saudi Arabia, celebrates Eid-ul-Fitr today. Israel continues military attacks on Gaza even on the Eid day. And Lionel Messi scores on return as Inter Miami defeat Philadelphia Union. Assalamu alaikum, Eid Mubarak. Welcoming you all, News at 10. This is Nazim Khalif's Zubair. The Holy Eid-ul-Fitr, one of the greatest religious festivals of the Muslims, will be celebrated in the country tomorrow as the moon of Shawwal month of 1446 Hijri was sighted in the sky of Bangladesh today. Religious Affairs Advisor and National Moon Sighting Committee President Dr. A.F.M. Khalid Hussain told reporters after the meeting of the National Moon Sighting Committee. Earlier, a meeting of the National Moon Sighting Committee was held at the meeting room of Islamic Foundation at Baitul Mukarram National Mosque with the advisor in the chair. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus issued a message greeting the countrymen as well as the Muslim across the world on the occasion of the Holy Eid-ul-Fitr. National Eidgah Maidan is ready for Eid Jamaat. The main Eid congregation will take place at 8:30 in the morning at the National Eidgah. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus will attend the main Eid Jamaat. If the weather remains inclement, main Eid Jamaat will be held at Baitul Mukarram National Mosque at 9 a.m. 5 Jamaats of Eid-ul-Fitr will also be held this year at Baitul Mukarram National Mosque. The first Jamaat will take place at 7 a.m., second Jamaat at 8 a.m., third Jamaat at 9 a.m., fourth Jamaat at 10 a.m., and fifth and last Jamaat will be held at 10:45 a.m. Eid Jamaat will be held at South Plaza of Shangshad Bhavan at 8 a.m. Besides, for the first time, the Eid Jamaat will be held at Old Trade Fair Ground at Agargaon at 8:30 a.m. Mentioning that there is no threat of sabotage in an empty Dhaka, Home Advisor retired Lieutenant General Jahangir Alam said the law enforcement agencies are fully prepared to handle any situation and any act of sabotage will be prevented with the help of the people. He made these remarks today after visiting the National Eidgah at the High Court premises. The Home Advisor also said all necessary measures have been taken to ensure the safety of people's lives and property. For the first time, the Eid congregation will be held at the Old Trade Fair Ground in the capital's Agargaon. Dhaka North City Corporation has completed all preparations for the Eid Jamaat. Dhaka North City Corporation Administrator Mohammad Ijaz said 1 lakh worshippers can offer Eid prayer at this ground. He revealed the information today while speaking at a press conference regarding the preparations for the Eid congregation at the Old Trade Fair Ground. The Eid Jamaat will be held at 8:30 a.m., he added. Mohammad Ijaz said both men and women can offer Eid prayer in the congregation. Following the Eid prayer, an Eid procession will start at 9 a.m. The procession will start from the Old Trade Fair Ground and end at the National Parliament building. Around 20 horse carriages will be postponed at the front and back of the procession, reviving a 400 years old Eid tradition of Dhaka. A 2-day Eid fair has also been organized at the Old Trade Fair Ground, he added. Capital Dhaka is almost empty during the Eid holidays. Dhaka Metropolitan Police has taken special measures to ensure the safety of lives and property of city dwellers alongside the streets. Transport workers who are keeping Dhaka's communication system functional have expressed their satisfaction regarding security measures. While visiting yesterday, members of the law enforcement agencies were seen maintaining a strict stance while patrolling the capital. Checkposts have been set up at every important intersection, and suspicious vehicles and individuals are being regularly searched. Dhaka Metropolitan Police has increased surveillance to ensure the safety of empty homes and roads in the capital during the extended 9-day Eid holidays. Chief of Army Staff General Waqar-uz-Zaman paid a courtesy call on Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus at the State Guest House Jamuna today. The Chief Advisor was apprised by the Army Chief of the overall security measures centering the Eid al-Fitr, one of the greatest religious festivals of the Muslims. A press release of ISPS said during the meeting, the Army Chief informed the Chief Advisor about the pragmatic steps undertaken by the Army to ensure the overall security on the Eid al-Fitr and overall situation of all the roads, including launch terminals, train stations and bus stands. In addition, the Chief Advisor was also apprised of the Bangladesh Army's initiative to hold iftar and dua mahfil in all cantonments countrywide in honor of the injured in the July mass uprising, the press release said. The Army Chief greeted the Chief Advisor on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. Meanwhile, the Chief Advisor lauded the role and professionalism of the Bangladesh Army and provided the necessary directives to the Army in future activities. Today is the 7th day of Eid journey in the railway. Passengers are relieved there is no scheduled disaster. Such a picture has been seen at Komlapur railway station. Railway officials say they won't maintain the hassle-free passenger service till the last train of the Eid journey. Meanwhile, Home Advisor Lieutenant General retired Mohammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhary visited Komlapur railway station today. Briefing reporters, the Home Advisor said the law enforcement agencies are on the highest alert to maintain all kinds of discipline. Eid journey this year was comfortable due to concerted efforts of all. Road Transport and Bridges Advisor Fazlul Kabir Khan stated this to newsmen after visiting the Gaptoli bus terminal this morning. He hoped that after the Eid, there would not be any suffering to the passengers while returning to workplaces after Eid. This year, all work together, not as an office, but as a government, the advisor added. He mentioned that Road Division, BRTA, Local Government Ministry and Police work together. The main thing is that the workers and owners extended full cooperation to the government. The advisor also said that legal action would be taken if any complaint of taking extra fare found against any transport agency. Besides, route permit will be cancelled against the transport agency. Ahead of Eid al-Fitr tomorrow, shopping malls and marketplace in the capital has reached its peak amid a huge rush of buyers. Since morning, buyers crowded malls and markets to purchase products of their choice for their near and dear ones, despite working people along with their family members started to return to their village homes. On the last day before Eid, most of the markets are being opened till midnight so that the customers can do last-minute shopping for their family members. Due to the extended Eid holiday, many people have already left for their villages, resulting in a relatively lower crowd for last-minute shopping. This year, accessory shops have drawn more crowds than clothing stores. Shops selling bags, shoes, as well as local and foreign cosmetics are seeing surge in customers. Buyers and sellers have informed that this year's collection is better than the previous years. They are satisfied with the Eid shopping experience so far. Chief Advisor's High Representative Dr. Khalilur Rahman has said Chief Advisor's visit to China was very successful and fruitful, and the relations between Bangladesh and China will deepen further in the coming decades. He made the remarks while briefing reporters about the Chief Advisor's visit to China at the Foreign Service Academy today. Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam was present. Dr. Khalilur Rahman said China will provide maximum cooperation resolving the Rohingya crisis.
এই ভিজিটটি একটা ঐতিহাসিক সফর ছিল। 5 দশক ধরে চীনের সাথে আমাদের সম্পর্ক ক্রমাগত উন্নয়ন ঘটেছে এবং তারই একটা পর্যায়ে 50তম বর্ষে আমাদের মাননীয় প্রধান উপদেষ্টা চীন সফর করলেন এবং তার সে দেশের শীর্ষ নেতাদের সঙ্গে অত্যন্ত ফলপ্রসূ বৈঠক করেছেন। আগামী কয়েক দশকে সম্পর্ক বাংলাদেশ এবং চীনের দ্বিপাক্ষিক সম্পর্ক একটা অত্যন্ত শক্তিশালী পাটাতনে দাঁড় করে দিয়েছেন আমাদের এই দুই দেশের শীর্ষ দুই নেতা। মাননীয় প্রধান উপদেষ্টা প্রেসিডেন্ট শিকে সরাসরি আহ্বান জানিয়েছেন চীনা প্রতিষ্ঠানগুলো যাতে বাংলাদেশে এসে তাদের কারখানা স্থাপন করেন এবং প্রেসিডেন্ট শি সাথে সাথে জবাব দিয়েছেন যে বিষয়টি তিনি ব্যক্তিগতভাবে তদারকি করবেন। এটা আমাদের জন্য একটা বড় পাওয়া। রোহিঙ্গার বিষয়ে প্রধান উপদেষ্টা বিষয়টি তুলেছেন এবং চীন তার সর্বাত্মক সহযোগিতা দেবে এবং পরিষ্কারভাবে চীন বলেছে যে রিপ্যাট্রিয়েশনের ব্যাপারে তারা তাদের সাধ্যমতো সব রকম চেষ্টা করবে।
During the briefing, BID Executive Chairman Chaudhry Ashik Mahmood bin Harun said China has pledged $2.1 billion investment, loans and grants to Bangladesh. Of these, they have committed to investment more than $1 billion. He said Bangladesh will be turned into a manufacturing hub.
$1 billion অধিক অ্যামাউন্টটা হচ্ছে আসলে ইনভেস্টমেন্ট কমিটমেন্ট। এই ইনভেস্টমেন্ট কমিটমেন্ট প্রায় 30টা চাইনিজ কোম্পানি করেছে। চায়না একটা ইটসেলফ ইজ এ কন্টিনেন্ট, যেখান থেকে আমাদের দেশের সবচেয়ে বেশি ইনভেস্টমেন্ট আসা সম্ভব, এটা নিয়ে আমার কোনো ধরনের সন্দেহ নেই। সো আমাদের ভিশনটা কিন্তু ক্লিয়ার করতে হবে। আমাদের ভিশনটা হচ্ছে যে বাংলাদেশ উইল কনভার্ট ইনটু আ ম্যানুফ্যাকচারিং হাব। হ্যাঁ, ওয়ার্ল্ডের ফ্যাক্টরি হিসেবে বাংলাদেশ আবির্ভূত হবে এবং শুধুমাত্র বাংলাদেশের লোকাল মার্কেটকে টাচ করার জন্য চাইনিজ ইনভেস্টরদেরকে আমরা আসতে বলছি না এখন আর। আমরা বলছি আপনারা আসেন, আপনারা বাংলাদেশের লোকাল মার্কেট কেটার করেন, আপনারা সেভেন সিস্টার্সকে কেটার করেন, আপনারা নেপাল ভুটানকে কেটার করেন। তো আমাদের পোর্ট কানেক্টিভিটি তৈরি হয়ে গেলে বাংলাদেশকে ম্যানুফ্যাকচারিং হাব হিসেবে এস্টাবলিশ করে আপনারা সাউথ ইস্ট এশিয়া এবং পোটেনশিয়ালি রেস্ট অফ দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ডে আপনারা এক্সপোর্ট করেন। সো এই প্রপোজিশনটাই কিন্তু এবার আমরা চাইনিজদের কাছে নিয়ে গিয়েছি এবং সেটার উপর বেসিস করে ওনারা অনেক আগ্রহ দেখাচ্ছে।
The women student protest leaders of Bangladesh have been honored with the International Women of Courage IWOC Award for their courageous participation in the Student People mass uprising last year. This announcement was made by the U.S. Department of State of 28th of March. Under this recognition, all women involved in the mass uprising were awarded the Madeleine Albright Honorary Group Award. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus congratulated the July girls for receiving the prestigious IWOC award. Many female students were participated in the mass uprising against the fascist government. Umama Fatima, spokesperson for the Students Against Discriminations, is one of them. Recall the days of this movement, Umama said that she witnessed how a country's government was indiscriminately killing its own citizens. That is why they took to the streets. Another brave female is Dhaka University student Sanjita Chaudhry. Even today, she remains vocal against injustice. On 1st of April, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and First Lady Melania Trump will host the annual IWOC award ceremony at the Department of State. Meanwhile, Umama Fatima has rejected the U.S. State Department's award expressing solidarity with the Palestinians. This chapter of the women's movement will remain memorable forever in Bangladesh's history. These courageous women have proved that there is no alternative to strength, patience and unity against injustice.
মা, ক্ষুধা লাগছে, খাইতে দাও। টেবিলে খাবার রাখা আছে, খায় নে। মা, আমি এই খাবার খাবো না। কেন? তাইলে গন্ধ। গন্ধ হইব কেন?
কি হইছে? লক্ষ্মী মায়ের ধমকাইতেছো কেন?
লক্ষ্মী না চাই, প্রত্যেক বেলা খাবার নিয়ে ঝামেলা করে। কথাটা ঠিক না। আমি কইছি পচাবাসি খাবার আমি খাবো না। ভাইজান কি করমু কও? প্রত্যেক বেলা নতুন নতুন রাঁধুনের সময় কই। তাই এক বেলা রাঁধি দুই বেলা খাই।
একবার রান্না করে দুই বেলা খাইতেই পারো, কিন্তু রান্না করা খাবার ভালোভাবে সংরক্ষণ করে খাইতে হইব।
সেটা আবার কেমনে?
রান্না করা খাবার স্বাভাবিক তাপমাত্রায় 2 ঘন্টার বেশি রাখা যাইব না। 2 ঘন্টার বেশি রান্না করা খাবার খাওয়ার আগে আবার ভালো কইরা গরম করে নিতে হইব।
মামা, তুমি মাইরে কও, তোমার পরামর্শ মাইনা চলতে। ঠিক আছে রে মা, আর কইতে হইব না।
পচাবাসি খাবার খেলে অসুখ হবে সবাই বলে। সুস্থ দেহ যদি চাই, টাটকা খাবার সদাই খাই।
Now international news. Eid al-Fitr is being celebrated in Saudi Arabia and other parts of the world today. The date of Eid al-Fitr has been officially announced in India, Indonesia and Malaysia. Eid al-Fitr will be celebrated in these three countries on Monday. This information was given in a report of Khalid Times on Saturday. Meanwhile, Malaysian authorities hope that the moon of the month of Shawwal will be seen today. Apart from this, Eid will also be celebrated in India on Monday. According to the country's Islamic authorities, the moon of the month of Shawwal will be seen in the South Asian country on Sunday. Over 1,700 people have been killed and 1,000 more injured in Myanmar following a huge 7.7 magnitude earthquake on Friday, which was also felt in neighboring countries. The UN has warned of a severe shortage of medical supplies as the search for survivors continues in Myanmar. Aid groups fear help is not reaching the worst hit places. An estimated 20 million people live in areas affected by the quake in Myanmar. Damaged roads, poor communication networks and 4-year-old civil war are hampering search and rescue efforts. But there may be a glimmer of hope for some of those waiting, as one woman in Mandalay was pulled from the rubble alive after being stranded for 30 hours. Myanmar's military junta has continued to bomb part of the war-torn country following the major earthquake there. The UN has described the attacks as completely outrageous and unacceptable. Special paratrooper Tom Andrews told the BBC that it was nothing short of incredible that the military was continuing to drop bombs when drives is on the rescue people after the earthquake. He called on the military regime, which seized power in a coup nearly 4-5 years ago, to stop all military operations. Meanwhile, in Bangkok, where one high-rise building under construction collapsed as a result of the earthquake, a 12th body was recovered late on Saturday evening. Israeli forces launch a new ground assault on Rafah in southern Gaza as the death toll from Israel's attacks on Saturday rises to 24. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office says Israel has submitted a counter-proposal after Hamas said it had accepted a new ceasefire plan put forward by Egypt and Qatar. Palestinians in Gaza are set to observe another Eid al-Fitr while with little to eat as Ramadan draws to an end nearly 1 month after Israel blocked all food and other goods from entering the enclave. Gaza's health ministry says at least 50,277 Palestinians are confirmed dead and 1,14,095 wounded in Israel's attack on Gaza. Gaza's government media office also updated its deaths toll to more than 61,700, saying thousands of Palestinians missing under the rubble are presumed dead. The NASA Curiosity rover has detected the largest organic molecules found to date on Mars, opening a window into the red planet's past. The newly detected compounds suggest complex organic chemistry may have occurred in the planet's past, the kind necessary for the origin of life, according to new research. The organic compounds, which include decane, ondecane and dodecane, came to life after the rover analyzed a pulverized 3.7 billion-year-old rock sample using its onboard mini lab called SAM, short for Sample Analysis at Mars. Scientists believe the long chains of molecules could be fragments of fatty acids, which are organic molecules that are chemical building blocks of life on Earth and help from cell membranes. But such compounds can also be formed without the presence of life, created when water interacts with minerals in hydrothermal vents. The molecules cannot currently be confirmed as evidence of past life on the red planet, but they add to the growing list of compounds that robotic explorers have discovered on Mars in recent years. A study detailing the findings was published Monday in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Now news on weather. Met Office in its weather forecast till 6 p.m. tomorrow, the day of Holy Eid al-Fitr, said Weather may remain dry with temporary partly cloudy sky over the country. Day and night temperature may remain nearly unchanged over the country. Country's highest temperature was recorded today in Ishodi, 37.2 degrees Celsius, and capital Dhaka's highest temperature was 37 degrees Celsius. Now news on sports.